obviously this has been a trying week, okay, for this program. This is a storied program with a lot of different coaches. I think there's 12, Joe, if I'm not mistaken, that have come through here. Is that right, Joe? 12 coaches, 11 coaches. It's been emotional. It's been trying. CB Braff is a great human being. He's a great man, all right? But I'm a part of not being able to help him, and I understand that people got to make decisions. And at the end of the day, they made a decision. I can't control any of that, but now all I got to do is worry about the welfare of our kids. The most important thing is those young men in the locker room, right? And how they feel. And I got to make sure these next 50 days, 60 days is a great experience for them, right? And then I just got to try to get them better the way I know how to get them better. And I'll lean heavily on Jackie Emanuel. I'll lean heavily on Doug. You guys, you have no idea how hard that was. They put as just much work as anybody else in this program, and we had an emotional day on Tuesday, and Jackie played for Coach, man, and it's really hard, but man, I feel really good to be surrounded by those two guys, because if I didn't have them, I couldn't do this without them. Matt Lynch has been phenomenal. Everybody in our program, our managers, man, we made a couple adjustments. We're just trying to turn the energy up a little bit, make it real fun, and but we gotta figure out who we are, our discipline, so that down the stretch, this is a long race now. We got another whole leg to go through and play all 9 schools again. So after next Saturday, we'll have seen everybody. We'll be able to make our adjustments, and then people we went to will come to us, and then people that came to us first will have to go to them. And then the biggest thing is there's one goal. If we can try to finish 6th, that would be great. It's going to be really, really hard, but that gets you a bye, man. And then you just got to be good for one day. And really, I tell the kids, if you're good for one day, for 40 minutes, right? You get that 60, you're 40 minutes, and we've done that before, then you're just another 40 minutes away from playing for a CAA championship. So that's what I got to preach, and, it's a long road to get to that, guys. Trust me, it's a long road to get to that. I got to figure out the way I want to rotate and move people, but that's about it right now. I mean, I'll take any questions.
Coach, the effort was there for you guys
yes.
tonight. You have to be proud of the kids.
No question.
Trying week, you talked about it. Obviously disappointed with the outcome.
Yep.
Your kids gave it all they had tonight.
They did. Hey, look, but we gave it all we had at Drexel too, all right? And then we came home, we gave it all. We were a little lackadaisical against JMU, but we got back in that game. And then we gave it all we had against Towson. We're really, really young. I mean, you're starting a freshman point guard. What did Shaw play tonight? Shaw played how many minutes? Phillips, 30 minutes. I mean, you name another freshman besides Cole Anthony that got 30 minutes. And then he only had how many turnovers? That guy gets 1 turnover, 3 assists. I mean, man, he's got a bright future. Dodd, come alive the last 2 games. 10 rebounds at Elon. Tonight, what do you have? He finished with 9 rebounds. Good job, big fella. And we get 12 offensive rebounds. So, yeah, the effort was there, right? We just got to get better attention to detail. And then our guys got to buy into, like, each team finds their niche and their roles with everybody. And so we just got to figure that out. Obviously, we're not shooting a great percentage, but that's why the game, we got to play it in the 60s, man. I hate to say that. I don't want to play like that. But we got to mix match and junk it up a little bit here and there and try to steal some possessions, especially against offense like that. Those guys are potent, man.
The guys said that the last 2 days great practices, but you changed things up defensively a little bit.
Yeah, I twinkled in a little bit of zone. We worked 2 days on a zone. The zone can't be good unless you practice it months and months and months. I had to adjust our press. The back of our press at Elon really hurt us, so we really just had to work on that. The front's fine. I got to be careful, though. Like, I got to get after them and push the intensity, but then we got to watch our time. We can't be out there 2.5, 3 hours. But next week's a great week for us, and we're going to treat it like that. We're going to take Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and really work. Tomorrow, we got to be smart about it, but we also got to have the focus. The focus is the biggest thing. We added that little play yesterday, I think it was. We added it at the beginning of practice. We ran it. We ran it at the end of practice. We ran it shoot around today, and then there we were sideline out of bounds with 3.7 with a chance to win it. I'll live with Jalen taking that, man. I mean, he probably could have moved it right there to shot at the top of the key, but I ain't worried about that. We'll get him another look. The biggest thing is, like, I want him to believe like he can make that shot. Now that was a tough shot he took, but he can make that shot. He's put in the work, and so we'll that play didn't beat us. That play didn't lose us the game. There's some other things in there, right? And we just got to go clean those things up and tighten down the screws on what we feel like can help us win the game.
Did you want a 3 in that final possession?
I thought about it. I said we're going to win it, and then I was like, hey, we're at home. The energy's here, but then I knew we were running out of gas now. We were running out of gas, put a lot of effort out there on the floor. I would have took anything. I would have took a 2. I told him, hey, if it got back to Mike, then we could have gone one dribble, maybe 2 dribble pull up, but we'll get better at that. We'll get better at that.
Emotion for you, especially coming out that you've been coaching a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Being named interim head coach, this is
Yeah.
first time. What's the emotion like?
I didn't want this job like this, right? But I can't worry about that. I have to show up, and I got to be a professional. This is what I signed up for. I want to do this. I want to be a Division I basketball coach, a head coach. That's what my goal has been since I went and coached and played in Ireland. I came back to work at Limestone College, and I fell in love. It's the only way I can continue to compete is coaching over there. Obviously, I was probably a little over-animated tonight, but I had a lot of vibe from our guys, and I want them to be confident. I just want them to play that way. Like, this is a tough place to play. You heard it in there tonight, and we ain't really got anybody in there yet. We got to get them back. We got to bring them back with our play. Our play and our toughness and really diving into it will bring them back. And I just ask the fans, please stay with those kids in there. Stay for those kids. That's the health of this program 10 years from now. Like, we have led the league in attendance. So, like, keep coming out. Stay with those kids. Those kids will be really good. I don't care who the ball coach is going to be here. Those players in there will be good because I tell you what they'll do. They'll listen, they'll buy in, and they'll work their butts off, and they'll get better. And 2-3 years from now, whoever Jimmy hires, then, hey, man, that's he's got a pretty good bunch in there. And then you can add some pieces. I mean, we got two available scholarships, so we'll be able to add some pieces too.
Hofstra coach said that they kind of had a feeling that you guys would play up.
Yeah, we did.
A lot of energy.
Yep.
How do you replicate that Saturday?
You demand it from them. You don't accept anything else less than what they put out there tonight, and that's going to be really hard to do. At times that they want to drop their shoulders and lose their confidence, drop their head. That's where I got to have great passion. Right? I gotta put my eyes on them. They gotta put their eyes on me, and I gotta tell them I believe in them. Come on, you gotta dig in deep right here. This is gonna be all about your intestinal fortitude right here, man. That's what it is. I've been telling life ain't easy, man. Life is not fair. I can't tell you why we're put in this spot, but we're the only ones gonna get ourselves out of it. We're the only one. Nobody's coming to save us, man. Everybody's going to try to punch us, beat us up, and beat us down. And I can't let them get beat down. I gotta keep finding little victories. And somebody asked me a great question today. It's like, what is success to you? Success is getting them to see all the little things that they're going to get better at and put it all together. And at some point in time, we'll break through. We really will. And then who knows on the other side of that what can happen. So I just ask everybody out there, stay with those guys in there, please. Anybody else?
You touched on a lot of
Oh,
things,
yeah.
but you mentioned the searching for the identity still.
Yeah.
In January.
Yeah.
You see how they responded to your energy, the crowd, everything on the defensive end. Is that something then you want to kind of build on and be
Yeah.
able to take moving forward?
We have to. We have to be good in the half court. We've got to be able to sit down and guard. We've got to be able to put our body on people and be physical. Like, we're not a big, strong team right now because we're young, but we got to start hitting now, and we got to start putting our body on people. We can't give up offensive rebounds. We've got to stay disciplined, jumping to the ball, high hand closeouts, not going for shot fakes, jab step. Pemberton is a jab step, shot fake, and go guy to his left. We can't go for that. We got to be disciplined in that. And then, again, we want to use our quickness and our hands up front in the press and try to get some turnovers. And then from there, offensively, we want to be able to execute and try to cut the game in half. When people score on us, like, we're gonna have good rhythm of coming up and really executing. I thought we did a good job of that. But, again, I think we got to get in a little bit better shape because my intensity is going to be a little bit higher, and so their condition level will have to go a little bit higher.
Is that a reason Marty only played 15 minutes tonight? You were trying to push it a little bit?
Yeah, Marty got a little banged up. He came out with this wrap on his knee or whatnot, and then Dodd, I just felt good with Dodd. Like I'm a coach through feel. I felt great with Dodd tonight. But look, man, at the end of the day, we got to get Marty the ball because Marty got left hand jump hook, right hand jump hook. I got to get him some touches because he can help us score. So I'll get better with the feel for the offense, kind of how things have worked. Is Coach E's really got a great handle on our offense. So I'm having to lean heavily on him right now, what we want to call, the execution. I'm going to have, there's times that I might get a little sped up. He's going to have to draw some things up and really be methodical and slowing me down a little bit to teach our guys. And then, I'll keep studying it. I'll watch it day in and day out. I'm going to watch this film tonight. I'm going to get up tomorrow morning. I don't know how much sleep we'll get. And then we'll put a good game plan together. And then we got to come out and execute it. So, anybody else?
Opportunity to meet with the kids one-on-one.
Yep.
Why was that so important, and what was beneficial out of that for not only you but the players?
Yeah, at the end of the day, whatever happens this season, we're going to put that outside. Their well-being as student athletes for this university is the most important thing, right? They're 18, they're 19 years old. They're not ready to handle stuff like this, and their maturity level is not there. So I want them to know at the end of the day, hey, your well-being as a person, first and foremost, is what we gotta value and make sure that part is taken care of. Then we'll take care of the academics, and then we'll take care of the basketball. But I just wanted them to know that, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna invest everything I got into them, and drop my soul into them, and really try to just fall in love with the process. Everybody, you hear people say that term sometimes, but we just got to fall in love with this thing of figuring out what our weaknesses are, working at them, holding each other accountable, not fussing and complaining or pointing fingers, and really become a strong brotherhood.